and maintaining proper sanitation facilities. A rehearsing dramatization by village women exhibiting the perils of the unhealthy activity was the final cap underlining the essence of the nationwide campaign. Ibrahim Chata, GRTS.
The Insurance Association of the Gambia is striving to raise awareness of the services insurance companies provide. Fatu Jassi reports the association is doing so through a string of events.
It is the third edition of the Insurance Association of the Gambia's Awareness Week. The association, which was formed years ago, comprises of all the insurance companies operating in the country under one umbrella with the mandate of creating awareness of the various services these companies offer.
Of the association. It was founded in 1987, and it's since then, for the past 3 years, we have embarked on the education of the public as regards to the insurance products that we sell, because our population, not everybody has been schooled, so it's a necessity for us to go out and have some outreach programs with our with the insuring public, so that they are aware of what is available as far as insurance is concerned.
This awareness campaign, according to the Secretary General, even though has yielded desired outcomes, there is still others that have negative perception or less convinced with the services offered by insurance companies.
Anywhere you talk about insurance, the reaction is negative. You people don't talk to us about your insurance because you just take premiums from your clients, and when there is a problem you don't pay. That was a very, very bad perception, and hope we have managed to work on that through these education programs that we have, and we are reducing it one after. That is why we chose this team this year, so that we can further pump it and show to the people that insurance companies pay claims that are genuine.
Choosing the theme, contribution of insurance stakeholders towards eradicating poor public image of the industry, was quite befitting.
People are now aware that when we talk about insurance, it's not only motor insurance. You can insure your property, you can insure yourself, you can insure somebody else's properties that you have interest in. Now, these are all avenues that were not, made known to the public. Now they are quite aware. There are quite a number of them, who are now insuring their properties. Like if you build a very beautiful house, you put an investment of over 4 or 5 million, and you leave it. A windstorm comes and destroys everything, or there is a fire incident. Where are you going to get money to build that kind of house again? But if the house is insured, you are protected. If that accident happens, the insurance company is there to compensate you, to repair or to rebuild your house and bring it back to where it was.
While the association continues to enlighten the populace on the works of insurance companies, a whole lineup of activities are in the pipeline during the course of this week. For GRTS News, I am Fatu Jassi.
The Minister of Agriculture, Solomon Owens, has reaffirmed government's commitment to eradicate the highly contagious cattle disease that has already killed 4,000 cattle and threatens to disseminate the entire cattle population in the Gambia. Minister Owens was speaking during the official launching of the Emergency Assistance Project, a technical cooperation program between UN Food and Agriculture Organization and the Gambia government. Mamadou Jallo reports.
Of the contagious bovine pleuropneumonia, or CBBP, in the Gambia, for the first time in more than 40 years, caught many farmers and the authorities unprepared. Within weeks, the cattle disease, which was first detected in Namina Dankunku, spread like wildfire. For local farmers who depend on their herds for food, labor and money, the outbreak was too hard to bear.
Last year I lost about 30 heads of cattle in my own herds, and I have nephews and nieces that lost other tens and tens of cattle in the same area. Baseman Sayang, Kundam, Jawo Kunda, we lost about at least 200 cattle as a family to CBP. And it first of all affects your food security. Two, it affects your ability to produce, because remember that some of these implements, farming implements, are taken by cattle or horses or whatever, or other animals, animal traction. And 3, they are the source of food security. If you're broke and you don't have any more food, you can sell them and buy food and ensure that your children are educated and you have food on the table.
Following the outbreak, government with support from development partners responded quickly, undertaking a nationwide immunization campaign to vaccinate herds and sensitize local farmers. It also slammed a temporary ban on the transhumance of cattle between regions and subsequently declared a national animal health emergency, followed by a robust resource mobilization drive to secure emergency funding to deal with the outbreak. Now the Food and Agriculture Organization has responded, as it has always done, early last week, launching the Emergency Assistance Project to control the outbreak. The Technical Cooperation Program will strengthen existing strategies, whilst also expanding the FAO's intervention to control and eradicate the disease. This involves a series of activities, including a mass vaccination of cattle nationwide.
Some of these activities conducted include the several epidemiological and laboratory investigations to the affected herds and confirmation of the disease in the outbreak reported areas, farmer sensitization, intensification of surveillance, the formation of rapid response teams in all regions, and the training of the vaccination teams from all regions of the country. I'm also delighted to report that we have made significant efforts to urgently finalize the procurement of vaccines and other logistic support for the smooth conduct of the national mass vaccination exercise.
This, Dr. Amadou said, will lay the foundation for a sustainable approach to dealing with the outbreak and address critical technical, operational, and human resource gaps to support long-term efforts. Solomon Owens, Minister of Agriculture, said the government is committed to the total elimination of the disease and would leave no stone unturned to save the local cattle population.
The ministry is committed to a sustained vaccination strategy for a period of 5 years. The sustainability of this strategy after the end of this one-year technical cooperation program, however, requires mobilization of additional resources.
The chairman of the Veterinary Council, Pausman Sise, said they are ready to join in the fight against CBPP.
The role should have been, we should have been the forefront as stakeholders in this event. But nevertheless, as Gambians, we should be concerned that the livelihoods of our poor rural farmers is at stake. And therefore, we should come out, whatever happens, to make sure this disease is controlled, and not only controlled, but timely controlled.
This response to the highly contagious bovine pleuropneumonia would come as a huge sigh of relief to local farmers, many of whom have lost significant herds of cattle. Since the outbreak in September last year, over 4,000 heads of cattle have been lost to the disease. The outbreak also threatens 400,000 cattle, that is the entire cattle population of the Gambia. The launching of the technical assistance program between the FAO and the government will therefore reassure local farmers, many of whom are worried that it will ruin their lives and livelihoods. Mamadou Diallo, GRTS.
Time now to take our first break. When we come back, we take a look at news from outside the Gambia. Stay tuned.
FIG, Bureau de Sens. If you were searching for... You can visit us at our state-of-the-art banking hall headquarters at number 50 Keraba Avenue or call 4399-144 or 437-8489. We have various branches and implants within the Greater Banjul area and throughout the length and breadth of the country. The branches are Tabokoto, London Corner, Cow Junction, Pakote, Brikama Nyambai, Brikama Haulakunda, Bansang, Soma, Farafene, Bara, Basse Highway, Basse Santosu, and Fatoto. All in all, we have 41 branches just for your financial convenience. At FIG, we have 7 mediums through which you can send and receive money worldwide. MoneyGram, Money Express, Connection Express, Lee Direct, Western Union, RIA, and Wari. Don't just send and receive. FIG it.
Lucozade Energy, energizing Gambia.